out of the slump. He better get it going tonight or they'll start losing patience with him.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Hart. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in its center. And for Cleveland, the big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Wade in at the 3, the small forward. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And the rejection by Harden. Allen against Anunoby. Launches a 3, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Mitchell. Harden's got the first points up on the board for Cleveland. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Here's Towns for the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
You know, looking at Towns, you really don't expect that kind of range. You better think again, though.
Pass to Wade. Back to Harden. And here is Mitchell. The kick out to Mobley. Another 3 for Cleveland.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Brunson. Outside, Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got 6.
Hey, you know your center is a great shooter when your goal is to get him a 3. Towns can make those pay dividends.
Here's Harden. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Anunoby. Towns, high post. Towns sets the pick for Hart. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. A kick out to Mobley. A three-pointer off the mark.
They have been rolling. That's their first miss of the game.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
Harden dishes to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Harden. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game. When Brunson is working in that mid-range area, you can pretty much mark it up, count him.
Wade kicks to Harden, puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by New York. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They lead by 4. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. Just an incredible month of basketball. 4th in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Allen finds Wade, floats it up there for Mobley, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
Bridges for 3. Rebounded by Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Towns. He's got 9. Bridges outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Mobley outside for 3. Mitchell. The Knicks pull it in. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Brunson. With the floater, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Here's Brunson. The Cavaliers making the shot. Pass to Towns. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Mitchell. And that one drops.
Physical finish from Mitchell, a guy who has no problem playing through contact.
Hart with a screen on Hart. Hart outside. Outside, Towns. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Towns has got 12.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Merrill's checked in. Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. 5th, Jared Allen.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Mobley the pass to Mitchell. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got his 2nd basket.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
Hart outside. Picked by Bridges. Hart, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Allen passes to Harden. Pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Now just a 2-point New York lead.
There's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now here's Towns. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 15.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Merrill can't hit. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Harden the pass to Mobley. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tyson's checked in. And then for New York, Robinson's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. And here's Clarkson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Unloads from 13. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Loads it up there for Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Now, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Tyson. He's guarded by Anunoby. Harden has a wide open look. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Six on the shot clock. Mitchell with the steal. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Merrill can't hit. The Knicks leading by 4. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Merrill with the ball, guarded by Robinson. Merrill gets the bucket.
And I like that Mobley keeps his options open. He knows by making that pass, it could lead to something better.
Clarkson finds Alvarado. Robinson a screen on Harden. Here's Alvarado. And there's another one for the Knicks.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 6. Here's Mitchell. And again, it's Cleveland.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Here's Alvarado, guarded by Harden. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. And stolen by Mobley. 4-on-3 break. Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 2-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, recognizing the opening, and Mobley got it to his teammate there on a platter.
Bridges passes to Robinson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Outside for Robinson. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Alvarado. Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. Evan Mobley getting it done for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Towns is out there with Robinson. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard position. And that one's good, Shamet.
Well, I love the court awareness there. Towns zipping the ball over to his teammates, a willing passer.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Robinson against Allen. Ellis outside. Here's Schroeder. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Knicks with the lead. And it's Alvarado in the corner. Pass to Clarkson. There's the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Large guard loves to drive it, and somebody on defense needs to rotate in front of Clarkson if you're going to stop him.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Back to you.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Tyson after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And then Allen slams it in.
Boy, nice mobility from the 5. Allen is very active offensively.
Alvarado bounce pass. Pass to Shamet. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Shamet's got 6 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter-oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible. What really makes Schroeder special is the energy he plays with. I mean, it's contagious and infects the entire team. He's like a lightning bolt of energy when he hits the court.
And Cleveland making a change here. Wade's checked in. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Towns sets the pick for Clarkson. From deep. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Schroeder passes to Allen. Out to Wade. Lets the 3 fly. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Towns finds Alvarado. Back to Towns. Out to Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. James Harden, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. A shot no good. Tyson. The Knicks leading by 9.
Hey, D'Angelo Mitchell.
Robinson kicks to Brunson. Clock at 6. Pass to Clarkson. Shoots the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Harden. Brunson covering. Screen by Allen. Here's Tyson. His last outing, he had 18 points. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Knicks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's Brunson in the corner. Shamet with it. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Harden. Out to Wade. It's Allen on the wing. Guarded by Robinson. The shot by Wade, no good. Knicks on offense. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Offensive rebound. Now, here's Shamet. There's a screen by Robinson. Hands it from downtown. Shamet's got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now here's Harden. 6 points for him. Launches it. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. New York's gotten fond of that 3-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. And Brunson has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's Shamet missing. The Cavaliers trail by 12. As James Harden's career has gone on, Clark, he has crept his way up the all-time scorers list.
Yeah, it's kind of been a low-key stealth march, if you will. I mean, as long as he stays healthy, I think he's going to end up cracking the top 10 in all-time assists and maybe even go higher up that list.
And so it's New York with it after the Cavaliers pick up 3.
When he gets near the basket, Brunson can do some major damage.
Pass to Allen. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Shamet. Trains the 3-pointer. Wade's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now Brunson, guarded by Harden. Brunson against Harden. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Pass to Merrill. Here's Wade. Now Harden. He has 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Mitchell Robinson. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat. on a nightly basis.
No good on the free throw. And a big game here for both teams, Clark, as they jockey for playoff position.
Well, we know playoff seeding can make a huge difference in how you advance or not in the playoffs, and being in a position to secure home court is certainly something you'd like to have. So I wouldn't be surprised to see these teams treat this just like a playoff game.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And that one's good. Brunson. Here's Harden. 7 points in the game. Puts up a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here are the Cavaliers now. The Knicks making the shot. From deep, Harden. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Now, here's Bridges. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. With the teardrop, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Stopping Brunson clean is really a challenging endeavor. I mean, he's clever, he's agile, and he is physical and assertive, too.
First free throw is good.
Brunson has really developed into such a leader on the floor. He was that way in college. Quiet but assertive, controls the pace and tempo of the game, creates space for his teammates. Oh, he's really a coach on the floor in many respects.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. 15-point game. To the middle. Here's Bryant. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Bryant's got his first bucket in this one.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
New York moving the ball around. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Brunson outside. Good on the three-point shot. Brunson's got 18 points in the game.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Mitchell outside. Lets it go from deep. Mitchell buries the three.
What a response by Mitchell. He takes those 3 points right back.
Hart with the screen for Brunson. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Wade kicks to Ellis. On the wing, Mitchell. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 13. Anunoby passes to Hart. Now here's Towns. Pass to Brunson. Fires the three. Brunson with another miss. Well, Cleveland shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 14 for three. It's rebounded by Towns. The Knicks shooting in the second quarter has been superb. 58% from the field. Anunoby outside. New York, no good that time either. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell gets it inside.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Pass to Brunson. Three-pointer. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow!
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
Bryant with a screen on Bridges. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Again, Mitchell missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Brunson finds Hart. Brunson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And Hart throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at New York. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Cleveland, they're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
Well, I think for New York, they're in a good spot. Looking to generate some momentum heading into the playoffs. I don't see them resting anyone. They want to finish strong.
Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Evan Mobley comes in for Keon Ellis. Pass to Brunson. Fires the three, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And here is Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. And nothing is falling for him right now.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Robinson passes to Brunson. The three. That shot is off. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Knicks out front, up 19. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the New York Knicks.
I obviously love watching them. Everyone enjoys good offense, right?
Yeah, played the right way. I can't think of a more beautiful game in all of sports. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
I always like these matchups because even though you're not always guarding each other, you're thinking, okay, you did that, now watch me do this.
Just like you and Kenny here in the studio.
Oh, no, you haven't.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Harden, and it's Wade in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Allen, a screen on Brunson. A good look from Harden. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Harden. And again, it's New York.
We're seeing another decisive performance from Brunson. He's absolutely controlling the pace of this game.
Harden dishes to Mitchell. Wade kicks to Mobley. Allen passes to Mitchell. Wound up there for Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Well, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
Brunson against Harden. Back to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Hart outside. And the Knicks good for 2.
Not Hart's main strength as a hooper. Still, he can do some damage in the mid-range.
Wade outside. Bridges against Mitchell. Allen, a screen on Bridges. Mitchell wide open. No good from outside.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Anunoby finds Bridges. Anunoby outside. Offline with his 3. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cavaliers. Pass to Harden. Out to Wade. From downtown. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Harden choosing to kick it out instead of forcing his own look. That's a really smart decision.
Now here's Brunson. 26 points for him. Makes it off the glass. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Mobley outside. The drive by Mitchell. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Right side Towns.
Get through.
Over Allen. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart. Towns has got 19 points.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Mikal Bridges.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Allen with the ball. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Mobley sets the pick for Harden. Pass to Mobley. There's the triple. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
And Mobley is a work in progress from there. Draining the triple should certainly help his confidence.
And Brunson, here we go. Here's Towns. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mitchell against Bridges. Mitchell kicks to Harden. Mobley sets the pick for Harden. His 3-pointers off the mark.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Towns, a screen on Wade. Anunoby. They get it back. Pass to Brunson. Second shot opportunity. Lays it up off the glass. And that's now 30 points here for Jalen Brunson.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
Mitchell outside. He gets it in there. Mitchell's got 20.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Hart outside. And here's Brunson. He has 30. Outside, Towns. Nailed from three-point land. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I do not think you can overstate Towns' range. I mean, he takes a tough shot there and makes it look easy.
Mobley a screen on Bridges. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, Brunson. James Harden missing on the 3. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Look, how do you come up with a strategy to defend Towns on a night like this? I'm anxious to see you try.
Now here's Harden. He's got 7. Mitchell finds Harden to end the run. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Harden outside. Fires from deep. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
After knocking down a couple in the first half, he hasn't gotten a 3 to fall since.
Towns, the pass to Hart. Towns, a screen on Mobley. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Allen. And here we go. Fast break. Mobley's got it. Pass to Harden. Takes the 3. No good that time.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
Screen by Hart. And here's Towns. Guarded by Harden. Towns, the pass to Hart. Mobley with the block.
Yeah, this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
Mitchell against Bridges. Mitchell kicks to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to get back on track here. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Cleveland. Towns finds Anunoby. Bridges inside the three-point line. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 8 rebounds in this game. Allen against Towns. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 5. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Mitchell's got 22 points.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
Bridges kicks to Anunoby. To the paint, here's Brunson. And he banks in the layup. 32 points here for Jalen Brunson.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Harden against Brunson. Pass to Merrill. Fires for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Merrill's got 11 points.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
Mitchell dishes to Harden. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A different look now for Cleveland. Tyson's checked in. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Harden. Here's Diawara. Now here's Brunson. And he comes up with the deuce. Brunson's got 12 now in this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Mitchell. 22 points for him. Here's Tyson. From outside, off the mark.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Inside. Here's Diawara. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
Robinson a screen on Schroeder. Takes a step back. Brunson against Schroeder. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there, and the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got 38 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Now here's Mitchell. 25 points in the game. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Tyson. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Here's Tyson. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And the dunk by Robinson.
Robinson doing the dirty work. He's known for that. Sets the screen, finds a soft spot, and gets himself rewarded.
And it's Mitchell missing. Here's Diawara. Right wing. Here's Brunson. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And New York, looking at who they've got, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Shamet in at the small forward position. And so it's Cleveland with it after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Tyson. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Now here's Towns. Wade is covering. Here's Alvarado. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Cavaliers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And Harden launches it from deep. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Now Alvarado. 5 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Towns for 3.
This half has been a totally different story from deep, having a much harder time getting shots to fall.
Pass to Merrill. Now here's Wade. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Clarkson. And Clark is someone who has been around the game their entire life. What advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard, stay away from the snare of compare, and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner and always striving to get better.
And here's Harden after Jordan Clarkson hitting the 3. And Bryant slams it in.
He's conniving, creative, pacing, spacing, all of that on display. Incredible in the pick and roll.
McBride passes to Robinson. Here's Alvarado. Out left to the wing. Pass to McBride. New York moving the ball around. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Once that shot goes up, Robinson is doing his work well before that. He wants to get that miss if it happens.
Now here's Harden. He's defended by Alvarado. Pass to Tyson. They set the pick. Hits it from three-point range.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Alvarado with it. Right side Towns. There's the 3. The rebound by Harden. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Wade passes to Merrill. Over McBride. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. The Knicks leading by 22. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. A different look now for Cleveland. Evan Mobley comes in for Thomas Bryant. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Sam Merrill. The Knicks also changing it up. OG Anunoby's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Robinson. Back to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Now Brunson. He's guarded by Schroeder. Good work there as it goes. 42 points here for Jalen Brunson.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Mobley outside. Schroeder against Brunson. Schroeder kicks to Harden from the wing. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Harden is lethal. His accuracy on point. You think it's a tough shot, but not so for him.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, bangs home the trifecta.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now here's Brunson. Outside, Towns. From outside the arc. And it's Brunson missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Schroeder with the ball. Brunson covering. Stolen by Brunson. Now here's Towns. He's guarded closely. Robinson finds Towns from 11 feet away. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 31 points for Karl Anthony Towns. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Harden dishes to Mobley. Pass to Tyson. The tray. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
You can't let Anunoby get those corner threes. That's his favorite shot. OG is money from there.
Harden bounce pass. Wade passes to Mobley. Here's Tyson. Lets it go with a three. It's good from long range. Tyson's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Cavs. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Towns the screen. A baseline J. And it's Brunson missing. Cleveland's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Mobley kicks to Harden. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Here's Schroeder. The Knicks making the shot. Mobley sets the pick for Schroeder. Mobley outside. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Harden against Anunoby. Bridges inside the three-point line. And again, it's New York.
Mikal Bridges lethal in the catch and shoot. You've got to run him off those kinds of looks.
Schroeder against Brunson. Harden outside. Pass to Tyson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Schroeder. Connects on the 17-footer.
There's the added discipline to Schroeder's game on display there. Just taking what the defense allows.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. And here is Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. Connects from three-point range. Towns has got 10 points in the quarter.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Schroeder finds Harden. Pass to Tyson. Drives to the hoop. And he jams it with authority.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
And it's Towns missing. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
The Knicks leading by 22. Brunson, right side. Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the league. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
The Knicks shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Outside, Towns. Robinson a screen on Wade. Towns kicks to Robinson. To the inside. Here's Wade. Good! Lays it right in there.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
New York leading by 17. Brunson scanning the floor. Mikal Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 6th assist on the night.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And I felt like by making those sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series now. This win will move them to 2-0 on the season with 2 left to play against Cleveland.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Now the Knicks with it. It's an 18-point game. Outside Bridges. Now Brunson. Shoots the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Brunson's got 45 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.